Welcome to the Michigan Golfer Show. Join us each week as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great game.
Hi, Phyllis Barone here with Michigan Golfer TV. We're here with Quentin Lutz, who is Vice President of Global Business Development at Arthur Hills and Steve Forrest and Associates. He's here speaking to a class at Eastern Michigan University who happens to be interested in sports marketing. Quentin, tell us a little bit about the firm and Arthur Hills.
A little bit about the firm. Arthur Hills, Steve Forrest and Associates. We've designed 180 golf courses around the world. We've renovated another 120. Arthur's personally touched about 300 golf courses.
Now, he is one of the top 5 architects in the country. Is that correct?
Yeah, arguably in the world. There's the names of Nicholas and Fazio, and Pete Dye and Arthur. I would throw in that mix of the top 5 architects.
He is currently working on a couple projects in Switzerland, and
he's actually working on in Sweden.
We're
working on the Hills Golf Club in Sweden, in Gothenburg, Sweden, which is they're in discussions to host Ryder Cup there in the near term. It's immediately going to host the Scandinavian Masters in 2005, and is already under contract to do that. And there'll be discussions to host the first Ryder Cup in Sweden, which would be the first time that it's out of the British Isles in the history of the Ryder Cup. So that's pretty neat.
That's awesome. Arthur Hills has also designed about 15 public courses in the state of Michigan, and I understand the facilities have gotten together and decided to promote the Arthur Hills Michigan Golf Trail. So can you kind of give us an update on that and what's going on with that project?
Yeah, Phyllis, I'm glad you brought that up. This is an exciting project. When one thinks of golf trails, you immediately think of the Robert Trent Jones Senior Golf Trail down in Alabama, which has been a huge success. It's a little different than that in that the Arthur Hills Trail is going to be with publicly owned golf courses, whereas the Robert Trent Jones Trail is a trail that's sponsored by the state. And the Arthur Hills Trail will feature courses like Bay Harbor, which was number 8 in the top 100 you could play, Shepherd's Hollow, which was like 40th in the top 100 you could play, and then great tracks like Hawks Head down by Chicago, and the Thoroughbred golf course at the Double JJ Resort, and the Boyne course up at the Boyne Highlands, the Arthur Hills course at Boyne,
right?
As well as Red Hawk in East Tawas. And then the courses closer to home here in the Detroit area, like Lion Oaks and Fox Hills and Lakes of Taylor. I mean, there's Pine Trace. Just some great golf courses in this area that people will be able to play. Not to mention the Legacy, which is really close to our home.
Right. What is the purpose of the trail? What are the courses trying to achieve?
Well, the purpose of the trail is I guess, threefold. The first, we're trying to cooperatively leverage and differentiate ourselves. We believe that Arthur Hills stands for a level of quality that golfers have come to experience around the world, around this country, and more specifically in Michigan. And why we picked Michigan was because you have such a geographic spread of golf courses and top quality public access golf courses in the state. I mean, you talked about all the way from Chicago to Traverse City to the east side of the state,
right,
and East Tawas, and then back down to Detroit and down to Toledo. There's just such a nice trail to follow. What are we trying to accomplish? I think what we're trying to do is get people to play courses of similar quality around the state, and allow them to go and experience some of these great venues.
Okay, now we'd like to entertain some questions from the students here at Eastern Michigan University.
I had a question.
Yes.
You mentioned about being in golf courses in Sweden and doing various venues internationally. Do you run into cultural constraints with etiquette for the golf courses, or is it just pretty much golf etiquette's level wherever you're at?
That's a great question. As we travel around, etiquette does vary quite a bit. And I'll give you some examples. For example, in Germany, one's required to get a certified card with their handicap. And in order to get one of these handicap cards, it's not like a USGA handicap. You have to go to a class and take lessons on etiquette and the rules of golf. You have to pass this exam, both the written exam as well as the playing exam, in order before you can get your handicap card. And I believe in Germany it's a minimum requirement is a 36 handicap. There are different rules when you go to different countries. It's more stringent. Overseas, it's still more of an elitist sport, whereas over here it's more accepted by all walks of life. One of the things that we're doing in Sweden, like you say, there, in order for us to design 18 holes of golf in Gothenburg, where the city gave us the land, we actually had to agree to build 9 holes for the public to promote junior golf. And as soon as that program came online, we had 1,500 kids sign up to play junior golf.
Any other questions?
Me.
Yes.
I was wondering about, I heard you say something about the legacy.
Mm-hmm.
What, like, how do you get in there? How much does that be?
The pricing will not vary at least for the first year with the trail. It's more cooperative marketing to begin with, to get alignment with all of the courses so that everybody recognizes the level of quality, and that there are 15 great Arthur Hills public access courses in the state.
Any other questions? Okay, well, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to learning more about the Arthur Hills Michigan Golf Trail.
Thank you, Phyllis. Looking forward to that. Thanks for having me on the show today, and thank you to Eastern Michigan University and the students here.